Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is the 6th day of Leetcode Daily Challenge on September. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's poem. So today's a medium split linked list in parts. And again, today we're getting another linked list poem. So yeah, let's see. K consecutively linked list parts. So is it each piece is K or K different parts? See, the length of each piece should be as equal as possible. No two push. Okay. Parts earlier should have a size greater. Okay, so it's K different parts, but okay, I see. It's K different parts, not size K parts. I don't know. Reading is fundamental. Apparently, I've been struggling a lot with reading lately. If you've been following my my Leetcode contest adventures. So, all right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think this is fine. Let me think. So, I mean, I think the obvious, easy thing to do is to kind of, or easy given the problem. I mean, is to kind of just do one pass, calculate what n is being the number of nodes, and then just get k, and then you do the math after that. Right. I wonder if there's a way to do it a little bit slicker. I mean, you probably can, but I feel like maybe that's not quite the way to do it. Do I think? Though maybe that's the same. It's a little bit slower, I think. It'll end up being like n times k instead of just O of n or something, which would be a little bit sloppy. What I was thinking of is that you can actually do this, I would say, dynamically by just by thinking about each linked list as a queue, and then now you have k different queues, and as you kind of put new one in the back, then you kind of just push stuff to the earlier queues as to kind of balance it out, right? But of course, like I said, that's going to be k times n because each linked list node will go through each of the k different groups or whatever parts. They call it parts or groups, right? So that's kind of not optimal, even though it's a cool idea to kind of play around. And for an online algorithm, maybe that's all you can do. But given that we don't need to do it on an online way, maybe the calculation of n and then just doing k will be good enough. Yeah, so I think what we can do is just do it that way, because then now in that case you're doing two passes, right? One for the first just to calculate the length, and then the second one to after you've done all the math, then just put it in the right place. And of course that's going to be O of n times because you're just doing it two passes, right? And k doesn't even matter. I mean, it's k plus n, so I guess technically if k is really long, then maybe, I don't know. But yeah, so how are we returning it? Is it an array of the k parts? So I guess like the head. Okay. So we could do just something like get length of a node, right? So here, length is equal to get length of head. Put it behind this. Yeah, if node is none, we return 0. Otherwise, am I too lazy to do it recursively? I don't know. I just do this then. Node can be 0. So let's actually do. I always like to do a sentinel. I always call it new head, but I think maybe technically this is a little bit cleaner for understanding. So this takes in account the sentinel. So current is equal to sentinel. Count is equal to 0. While current.next is not none. Not next. And then current. Oh, I guess that's it. Just count. Right. Pretty simple, easy peasy. And then after that, then it just becomes was it the mod diff mod? Is it mod diff or diff mod? I always and then you have I just call this n. N we divided by k, and what that means is we have so we have each terrible name, I think, and leftover or something like this, right? So per part maybe, or yeah, maybe per part and leftover. Yeah, so then now we just kind of do it. Yeah, current is equal to sentinel, and then we have a while current dot next is not none thing, right? Current is equal to current dot next. That's just my iteration, and how do I mean, this is just bookkeeping, right? And by bookkeeping, I mean just keeping track of things, and I'm just trying to prematurely optimize how to type this in my head. Otherwise, it's pretty okay. Let's see. Right? Maybe just current length. Maybe just keep it simple. Also, to keep it consistent, maybe I should just do this. Oh no, Leetcode kind of wants my Python style, but okay, right? So then here, well, maybe I set it to something big, right? Some infinity value, and then now if current length is greater than per part, then current length is equal to 0, and then answer we append a new node, a new list node. Yeah, how do I want to write this? Yeah, maybe we, because you need both this and also the last node, right? So maybe like tails or something like this is fine. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, and then sentinel, and then we'll just have to go through it a little bit later to get rid of the sentinel for each one, right? And then now and also maybe something like node is equal to and then tails is also append dot node, right? And then otherwise we increment length, right? Plus max of min of leftover and 1, right? So this is basically saying if we have anything left over, we do 1. And then here we subtract 1 from the leftover from the part, right? Because that means that it is in the first whatever. Is this min or max? No, this. I guess this is fine, except I just need a max of 0 as well. This is kind of yucky, actually, but yeah, if leftover is greater than 1, then we just set it to 1. If leftover is 0, then it just becomes 0. Okay. Well, negative, because I guess I could have just added an if statement here, to be honest. But well, okay. So then now tails, the last ones next is equal to this node of current.next.value, and then tails of next one is equal to tails.next, right? Something like this. And yeah, and that's pretty much mostly it. This isn't quite it. I'm returning just so that I could see, but because this is going to return the list node -1. But yeah. Okay, that makes sense. This is a little bit awkward. 0 plus per port is 0 plus. Is this greater than equal to? I think it's greater than equal to. Okay, there we go. And of course we have to do two things. One is pad the thing, right? So while length of ends is less than k, We append just an emptiness. Do you return none or? Oh no, you do you? Okay, so you just return none. Okay. There, okay, there we go. And of course, we have to get rid of the sentinel things, which is fine, right? So then now for I in range of k, ends of I is equal to ends of I. That next. Oh, if it's not none. That should be none though. That we always have an object, right? Why is this wall? Huh? And then after that is none, but we go out bounds because this is in k. This is length of answer. Whoops. Okay. So this one's fine here. Is it just because we're off by 1 or something? I guess the leftover thing was the wrong. Yeah, I did the math wrong on the leftover, didn't I? So the leftover should be 1, and per part should be 3. So if leftover is equal to 1, then there should be 4 in the first thing, right? So why is it, Oh, no, that's, oh. I see. Basically, this I made this an infinity value so that I can create a new node of a sentinel, but then I kind of overcount the leftover, or I undercount the leftover. So we have to do some kind of hacky looking thing to fix it, because this removes 1 extra leftover for the first thing, which is not technically correct. Yeah, this is off by 1 in a weird way. Okay, let's kind of give it some. Let's at least test the 0 case. Just make sure that I don't have any error. I mean, I expect this if it doesn't throw me an exception for some reason. Other than that, I don't think that there's really any other edge cases. I don't know. I mean, it goes even, unevenly, right? Maybe like if it goes in evenly, which I guess is technically not one of the cases, but I can't imagine it'd be more difficult. But my assumptions have been wrong before. All right, let's give it a submit. Looks good. 1254 day streak. Yeah, this is gonna be linear time, linear space, because that's the size of your output. I guess maybe technically you could also return the original things and change that way, but this is fine, I think. Yeah, linear time, linear space, that's both lower bounds if you want to return new space. That's all I have for this one for today. Let me know what you think. I'm not a fan of linked list forms, and I'm just kind of a little bit lazy on them, but I think I did it like the more or less intended way. What does the editorial say? Intuition and algorithm? I mean, that's actually what I wrote, but and they calculate the n first. Fine, n plus k, that's what I said. Is there another one? Okay, I mean, yeah, these are just, like I said, like in place or whatever of the original thing. That doesn't change anything. All right, so I guess there isn't a way to do it in a pretty way, but okay. That's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Have a great rest of the week, everybody. Stay good, stay healthy, take good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye-bye.